Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
A Democrat in today's Democratic Party. You're not allowed to fire bad employees, to fire bad teachers, cut wasteful spending, deport illegal immigrants, oppose MS-13, like cops, prosecute thieves who steal less than $950, question vaccines, oppose sex change operations for minors, or transgender people in women's bathrooms or playing women's sports, oppose critical race theory in our schools. You're not allowed to oppose reading porn to grade schoolers. You're not allowed to oppose racial quotas, but you are required to use certain pronouns and to believe that men can breastfeed. If you're
Hey, what's going on, family? This is from nopickspodcast. So, in a nutshell, this Senator John Kennedy, he goes viral a lot for saying a lot of crazy stuff, which is normally funny. And I mean, unfortunately, what he said is true. As a lifelong Democrat, that's recently kind of realizing maybe I'm not really a Democrat anymore, because I've said this before in other podcasts, but I think the party has just moved too far to the left, and I don't recognize the party anymore. And what he said is all facts. Like, you're not allowed to oppose transgender people in sports, right? So let me say that with a caveat, right? Now there are people that I know personally, right, that aren't in public life that that oppose it. They kind of see, hey, this is ridiculous. No, men and women aren't equal. You know, they have whatever. Men are they have physical things that women don't have, right? So there are people that I know in my life that will admit that, right? But they're still Democrats, right? But those people will never have those people could never have that opinion if they were in public office. So, for example, Jasmine Crockett could never say, yo, I oppose this. Like, so the way, I don't know if you have a peep, but look at it, pull some stuff on TikTok, Instagram, don't take my word for it. But whenever you hear her or any other Democrat talk about transgender people in sports, they just kind of dismiss the whole idea and say, hey, there are bigger things to talk about. Well, no, there are bigger things to talk about, fair, but let's talk about this first. Can you give me an answer? They all say, well, man, like, it's not really worth talking about, because that's their way of not giving an answer, because they've been giving the answer that's acceptable for the Democratic Party for I don't know, maybe the last 5-6 years, and it's a wildly unpopular opinion for the American public. There's that phrase I heard on CNN. It said, like, Democrats keep taking the 80-20 issues, right? They keep taking they keep championing the position of the 20%, while the other 80% hate whatever they're championing, right? And that's all amongst, all demographics, amongst men, women, racial, Democrat and Republican, right? So there are a lot of Democrats who still look at this, but they'll still vote Democrat, right? So they still have those people. Everybody else, independent, or in Republican, are like, bro, y'all don't even have a chance to get our vote because y'all say such ridiculous stuff. But yeah, so they can't, like, Democrats within public life cannot say, yeah, no, trans men shouldn't compete with biological women. I mean, in women's sports, they can't say it, which is ridiculous. They will also rub me the wrong way, is they're unable to say in public life, whatever, including our Ketanji Brown, the Supreme Court justice, when she was getting sworn in, they were, I mean, when she was, they were vetting her or whatever, and they were asking her questions. They asked her, hey, can biological men have babies? And she was like, well, I don't know, I'm not a scientist. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing. That should be an alley-oop. But no, you take the 20% issue, while other 80% of the country are like, what the F, right? Like, you sound ridiculous. The opposed MS-13 thing, I can't speak on that. I've never seen any Democrat support MS-13. What else? We also talked about you can't fire bad employees. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I never really have. Don't really have any experience with that. I've never heard people talk about not firing bad employees. What else? Yeah, I mean, listen, he got a point. And the you can't prosecute theft for anybody who steals under $950. I don't know why, but that's something that a lot of Democratic cities adopt. I don't know why. It's like, you look at Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson couldn't care less about, what I mean, what citizens do to businesses. It's like, the businesses are the victims, and somehow Brandon Johnson makes the people who stole from the business the victims. Like, it's like, no, it's not about this person. It's about like society as a whole. Okay, cool. But if I'm a business owner, I'm like, okay, this person stole from me. So what can be done about it? Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely, you're not allowed to like police. Like, you're really not. Like, I don't get it. Right? You're not allowed to like police. And I just think they increasingly over time just keep making themselves look more and more unrelatable, more and more like ridiculous. And like I said, as a person, I'm still a registered Democrat. I voted for Trump in the last election, right? But I'm not a Trump dude, right? I'm not like super hardcore Trump. It's just that for some reason the Democrats look more and more unrelatable and unreasonable to me, and I can't vote with what the hell they say out their mouths. Like Bernie, AOC, and all these people. I'm just like, listen, like, I agree with y'all on some stuff, but y'all take it too far with other stuff. And I'm like, I can't bridge that gap with y'all. So y'all just gonna have to. What I'm hoping for is that the Kamala losing, maybe what I'm hoping for is that Kamala losing kind of, slap the Democratic Party into being like, hey, listen, maybe we need to take a little bit more reasonable positions on things. But it doesn't really seem like it. Like, looking at stuff lately, the Democratic Party going hard for this dude. I don't even know his name. The dude, the El Salvadorian MS-13 member that got sent to an El Salvadorian prison. The Democratic senator from was it Maryland, goes down there and like hangs out with him, has a drink with him, and I'm like, yo, like, if you want to advocate for illegal immigration, okay, I disagree, but okay, that's a conversation. But your poster child has to be someone of like virtue. Your poster child has to be like an incredible citizen that's an incredible citizen that's a non-citizen. You can't throw a MS-13 member, a dude that's been accused of like of battery on his wife and all that stuff, and prop him up as like the poster child of, hey, don't deport people. Like, you look unreasonable, right? So it's just bad messaging, and you guys look silly, like trying to defend bringing this illegal person back into the country. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is an unreasonable thing for Democratic, and it's just like laughable that they think this is somehow some way to garner some kind of sympathy. But it's like normal people, normal everyday people going to work and coming home are like, why are they hoping that this dude comes back again? Like, I don't get it. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I mean, thoughts on what John Kennedy said about the things that make Democrats today. I'd be interested in what you guys have to say. Anyway, let me know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.